The way you speak changes the way that people perceive you in a matter of seconds, man. The confidence that you have, the way that you talk, the volume, the tone, the clarity, all these different things, they make up an impression of you, even though people wouldn't pay attention to what you're saying. But the way you say it is so charismatic that people will pick up on it. What if I told you there are things that you can do that will make you have that? Okay? And this is what I want to focus on in this video. I'm going to share a couple of tips for you on how to use your voice to have all these benefits that I listed for you. First thing I want to say is a lot of people say, I can't change my voice. I was born like this. I was born loud. I was born quiet. No, you can manipulate the voice all you like, okay? It's an instrument that you can play that can evoke whatever emotion you would like it to. For example, if I say something very quickly, I can evoke, suspense. I can evoke things. I can evoke, what's going to happen, things like that. When I speak very slowly, when I take my time, when I pause, okay? When I make you wait for what I'm going to say next. See, I can manipulate my voice. I used to have a very nasally voice, a voice that was annoying. Every time I spoke, people would say, you're too loud or you're too irritating. But I changed my voice, I manipulated it. But it's also very natural to me now that I don't have to think about it that much. And mark my words, people will treat you differently from the way you talk. They will treat you differently. Before I get into the tips, first impressions are always vocal, okay? When you talk to someone, if they're calm, if they're relaxed, if they have a deep, nice sounding voice that is audible, that you can hear, if they enunciate the words, see how many things come into play? But if you talk to someone like that, what impression do they give you? Confidence. He knows what he's talking about, Because you can get the smartest person in the room, and if they talk like this, we have a very, very good invention that was going to change the world. How does that sound? It sounds really unsure. And it destroys the idea itself, okay? And this is why I want you to focus on this much, because it will impact your life even if you have amazing ideas, even if you have the knowledge, it will still put you at a disadvantage. And moving on, something that people don't know is you have two types of voices, okay? You have a head voice and you have a chest voice. If you put your hand on your chest and you feel it and you talk, you can feel it vibrating, right? And you can also feel your head vibrating when you put your hand on it. If you put your hand on your leg, it's not going to vibrate because there's no sound coming from it. What I want you to focus on is I want you to focus on the sound coming from your chest, okay? So all the sounds comes from the chest. Your nasally sound, the head voice will always produce nasally sounds that are not attractive. It will sound like this if I talk from above. It sounds also, I'm unsure, it doesn't sound nice. But when I talk from the bottom, from underneath, the voice is nice, it's calm, it's relaxed, it's good. Because think about it, the chest, it has more area to resonate as compared to the head, which is a very small space to resonate. And talking from your chest, for both men and women, sounds much more powerful, more authoritative, more pleasant to hear than speaking with your head voice, okay? So even girls, if you speak from your chest, it sounds more rich, right? I'm not saying sound like a guy. I'm saying just bring it down. Bring the tone of your voice down, always when you talk. And it makes you, I'm not saying, by the way, make it less audible. I'm saying bring the tone down. Many people misinterpret having a chest voice as a voice that is low, that is audible. Hi, how are you? No, that's not what I mean. Speak from your chest. Make the sound come from here. Just try it out. If you call out to someone, how do you call them out? Okay? They're across the parking lot. Oh, hey, man. See, that's my chest voice. I'm still using it even though it's a high volume situation. Normally, when you are screaming or when you are wanting to produce more noise quickly, you do it from the head, okay? Which sounds unpleasant. So when you call for someone from across the road, it doesn't sound nice. And when you project your voice, people project it from your head, and it's not good. It doesn't sound nice. When you call someone from your chest voice, it's more clear because they hear you. It's very clear. The chest voice is really, really pleasant to hear. Okay? So try it out. See with your voice. What does it have to be always, I speak a certain way, I have to speak like this forever? No. Try things out. Why do you change your appearance 100 times a month, but you don't change the way you talk? Try things. Sometimes it might be a bit uncomfortable. It sounds a bit robotic. It's not you. Some family members may laugh at you. What are you doing with your voice? But slowly they will pick it up. Maybe sometimes when you do it, you feel like it's a bit excessive. It's not you. So you change it. Do you see what I mean? Experiment. That's the first tip. Okay? The second tip, slow down. When you are talking very quickly, ignore what I just did in the last point, but when you talk very quickly, you are not thinking about the choice of words that you are choosing. And therefore, you will sound less intelligent, less articulate. And when you take a pause in between, you let the audience member or the person that is sitting in front of you understand what you're saying. They take it more when you give them that space to listen to it. And I want you to notice this. When you're talking to someone and they're very nervous, they talk very quickly and then they reach it and then they don't take a breath. After they stop in between and they take a breath. That is not good. If you're stopping mid-sentence to take a breath, you're too quick. Take a breath, calm down, slow down, and continue. And this kind of deliberate pacing where you change the pace, let's say now you're talking very quick and then now you're talking slower. You're reaching the point. But when I want to explain a story, I'm talking very quickly to explain all the details that we don't care about that much, but they benefit the story, but then I slow down. Do you see? It adds that kind of substance to your voice. It adds that kind of, it makes it fun for people to listen to you when you play around with the pace of your voice as well. And the last point I want to talk about in this short video is, oh my God, this tip is so powerful, but it's very cringy, okay? Record yourself and hear yourself talk. I make videos on YouTube so I can get the pass for it, because when I listen to myself talk for the first time, I'm like, what? Why do I sound like this? This is so annoying. Did I sound like this for all my life? But slowly, you start to change the voice a bit. At first, I changed it a lot. It was, even my brother was saying, no, don't do that. That's too much. That's not you. Change it back. Add more emotion. It's like when I made my voice deeper, I removed all the emotion. Like, hi, my name is... No. You can talk very quickly, but you can talk from your chest as well. Do you see? It doesn't mean that when you talk from your chest, going back to that point, it means that you are lacking emotion. I forgot to say that. So record yourself. See how you sound for 5 minutes. Yeah? A lot of people, by the way, say like, I did this and like... no, remove those. You can add some you-knows here and there just to make it more human, so you're not a robot when you talk to someone. Right? You see that? It just adds that kind of human experience. But record yourself, and you'll be very surprised at what you hear. So your voice is one of the most underrated things and overlooked factors in your appearance to the world that is neglected. So I really wish that you take this video and you start working on your voice and how you talk and how you project your voice. Another point, by the way, a lot of people think that when you raise your voice a bit, it's very loud. This is too much. This is level 5 volume. No, man, stop it. It's too much. No. It's okay. It's at the right volume. If people can hear you well, that's good. Because you're missing out. If you talk like this, it's a bit slower, it's a bit lower, but no. When you talk a bit louder, I'm not saying be annoying loud, but be a bit louder. Have that kind of, make your voice occupy as much room as you can, yeah, but not too much. This is why we hate people that are very loud. It's the most unattractive thing. When people are laughing really loudly, when they're talking, when they're cursing really, it's not good. It's not a good look to have. But raise your voice, play around with it, record yourself, and you'll see a drastic improvement from the way people treat you when you work on these things. Okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button to help me on my journey on YouTube. And as always, Assalamu alaikum.